Hey, it is now time to feature our second WVVA Hometown Hero honoree for this month. This morning's profile is taking us all into Greenbrier County, West Virginia, where you will meet a pastor nominated for putting what he preaches into practice by showing love to you, our community, and being a resource for those in need. Here's Martin Staunton.
This is Pastor Stewart Farley. The Mingo County native moved to Greenbrier County in 1979, where he found a slice of the divine in the gently rolling hills of his new home in the Mountain State.
The state of West Virginia and Greenbrier County is just, as far as I'm concerned, heaven on earth. And, you know, people say almost heaven. When they move to Greenbrier County, they'll find out they've arrived.
Then in 1984, Pastor Stewart and Sheila Farley started the Rhema Christian Life Center. Over the last 40 years, the little church grew into a huge campus nestled on Davis Stewart Road in Lewisburg. Longtime member Tamara Humphrey nominated Pastor Farley for his positive impact on her life and on the community. She wrote about his help when she was widowed in 1995. More than that, his work to help kids with church camp and the way the church was a leader when Greenbrier County was devastated by the flooding in 2016. Pastor Farley's reaction to his nomination and selection as a hometown hero.
It's one of the most heartwarming things there is. You know, I'm so grateful for a congregation of people who allow me the privilege to love people, to give to people, to share everything that they have with our community in this world.
Pastor Farley says he's just an instrument of the God he serves and takes no credit for any of the things his nominator points to as to why he is a hometown hero.
Life is short, doesn't last a long time, goes by fast. But it's just a rewarding thing to not spend all your time feeling sorry for yourself or looking at the problems and the negativity that's on in our world and see all of the positive things that's out there.
So we ask what motivates him to continually give and, more importantly, guide others down the path of giving.
But I made a choice a long time ago. Every day is a brand new day. I'm going to start it fresh in God, and I'm going to walk the best I can that day to do what I can for other people.
And the pastor's advice to others who want to help their communities but don't know how or even where to start. Farley says you can answer that question by looking inward for guidance, then go where your spirit leads you.
Your spirit is your heart. Your soul, which is your mind, will, and emotions, can get confused, but your heart will always lead you in the right direction.
And this pastor's spirit has led him to a place where he's been making a positive difference inside and outside of his church community. And that's what makes Pastor Stewart Farley a WVVA hometown hero.